All right, we live in this month. We live in this motherfucker. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. Girl, I'm tryna fuck. Girl, I'm tryna fuck. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. What's this in your mind? Got you wondering, let's go ahead and make this trying, cause we going nuts. Yo, we going nuts. Yo, we going nuts. Fuck that shit on Tuesday, yo, we going up. We just want to start going up. But you sexy as fuck, but your mind on love. Let's make up the love. Look who got the love. Hit it on the back, put your dress with dog. When I first play, girl, I'm looking there. I got to get one, looking like my man. I'm not gonna think that you was lit like my space. No, I'm not supposed to do you, yeah. Girl, make me something just like my face. No, girl, we not human, so I need you in my space. Sexing all night long, the cover, looking for a break. Love that tape, I can put it all up in my face. Oh my God, this she always put me in my place. Flying through the sky, you know she's thinking about my page. Yeah, the sky's so beautiful, the sun, the window rays. Smoking purple haze, my eyes, they glow just like my flame. Why you make that face when you said I was gonna make? Told me you always think you said feel just like your brains. Love your girl, and just got a whip, make me just take. Cause it's like I sweat the plus so tick and talk like days. Never on no way, we should be hustle like my man. You can't fuck with us, the point is all up in your hand. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. Girl, I'm tryna fuck. Girl, I'm tryna fuck. I can't even lie, girl, I'm tryna fuck. What's this in your mind? Got you wondering, let's go ahead and make this trying, cause we going up. Yo, we going up. Yo, we going up. Fuck that shit on Tuesday, yo, we going up. Hey, hey. Damn. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, check it out. I just want to go live and break down a quick aspect on how to look at preaching out your emotion. But check it out. It's gonna be quick because you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be pre-upload my shit. I got too much files on my phone, so I'm like, you know, fuck them budgets. Too much storage. Woo! All right, check it out. So the aspect of preaching out the emotion. So by default, when you understand the idea, the masculine, the man will be the mind, the idea. So when you're preaching, when you're talking at your man, you got to understand the correlation system of that aspect is understanding that you don't want to preach out the feeling, the emotion. You know what I'm saying? The emotion is leading to. Let me see. If hold on. This shit keeps low. This shit keeps. Put it right here. We good? This shit keeps low. This shit keeps. Ah, we good. Hold on. Hold on. All right, check it out. But yeah. So understanding the masculine is the idea, the feminine is the feeling. You know what I'm saying? And when you're preaching out your emotion, you got to understand that usually 9 times out of 10, preaching out your emotion won't lead you far because when you're preaching out your emotion,
you'll be in a space of where people just don't understand you, or people don't see where you're coming from because they feel like whatever you're saying, whatever you're preaching, whatever you're trying to correlate within yourself is not making sense. You know what I'm saying? Because you're preaching out the feeling, the emotion. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. When you preach out your ideas, the masculine, the man, you can be man or woman. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. What you're saying is coming from your ideas, your thought forms, your man, and your thought forms is androgynous. You know what I'm saying? It's masculine and feminine. But when you understand how to keep the equilibrium and preach strictly out the ideas, the man, then you make more sense. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing that, people can, like, it don't matter what you're saying. You can not be making sense, but if what you're saying is at least building towards something, then people will see that as more reliable, you know what I'm saying? Or making more sense, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you shouldn't get lost and confused out of people's own scenarios on where what they feel like is the right thing to do, because the feeling is a feeling, and the feeling, if you're not gonna let your nuts hang, if you're not gonna drop your nuts and just say how you say it and say, nah, it's this, and say it, and just don't give a fuck and just say it, people will respect that, even if it comes out harsh. It doesn't matter, as at least what you're saying had more constructability and building issues towards that aspect, you know what I'm saying, towards that uh uh situation, you know what I'm saying. So when you're getting hit with the program, when you get hit with that kind of program, you understand everything is like a program system on its own. So if you know how to program certain scenarios within your mind and how to relate it towards certain individuals, whether it be like anything in life, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying. If you know how to actually relate that with the idea, starting with the man first. The man, when I say man, think of the man as your idea, your thought form. You know what I'm saying everything correlated with with the flame, fire, water, masculine, air, water, earth, feminine. So understanding that will kind of help you out when you're trying to go upon a scenario in your life, understanding how to relate to somebody. So y'all could be talking about basketball, sports, whatever, rap. If you're talking, let's say you're talking about, okay, let's say somebody says Tupac is the greatest of all time, and then somebody else says no, Biggie, but the person that's saying Biggie's the greatest of all time is in their feelings. No, Biggie is the greatest of all time because he did this and he did that and he did this. But if you're talking about Tupac, nah, Tupac is better because he was correlating with this and that and that and that. So see how this energies is different. So you see how one energy is calm, cool, and collective, and the other energy is all over the place. And that's not to say feminine energy is all over the. I mean, feminine energy is all over the place. It's just that feminine is more your feeling, like I said, what's close to you, your heart chakra, what's connected to you. You know what I'm saying? So anything that's connected to you, of course, you're gonna be want to feel attached to that because that's what you've been with like your whole life. That's what you're feeling. That's what your moon is. Your emotions, the water sign, the waves, the tides, shit like that. So getting understanding that, you'll understand that which once you preaching out your man, your ideas, your thought forms, people will see that making more sense because whatever you're saying out your mind, your thought forms is more uh stable. You know what I'm saying? Firm, connect. Like I can't like if you know what I'm trying to say, like it's more sturdy. Yeah, your thought forms, your ideas are more sturdy instead of the feeling being more emotional and more trying to connect with shit. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife. I love my wife. Whatever Chance Rapper was talking about, Chance the Rapper. You know what I'm saying? I love my wife. That's you know what I'm saying. As an emotion. You know what I'm saying? As a feeling. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, real shit. That's just some shit you all gotta get understand. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like understand when you understand the ideology of preaching from your man, your ideas. You understand that like I said, you can be saying anything in the world. You can even not be making sense, but whatever you're saying in the spiritual realm makes more sense because in the spiritual realm, what y'all doing is y'all are on the same page. You know what I'm saying? In that same page, what y'all doing is you're bringing spirits up to your level, and that level, whatever you're bringing them up to, you're getting them aware to certain life forms and ideas and ideologies of where you're coming from. So wherever you're coming from, that's the only thing that spirit sees. So the words, like I said, words don't explain what we're trying to say, but the vibration behind it carries that thought, those energy forms, those energy signatures and the shit, things of that nature. And when once you understand that, the spirit looks at those things and connects to those more because they see those things are flying. Like your thought forms, your ideas are flying. Your emotions are more grounded towards you. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes a thought and a feeling to create that actual androgynous thing. You know what I'm saying? That not even that, but to create that what's that word I'm looking for? That super being, you know what I'm saying? That superstar. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm star pilot. But that's beside the point. Yes, I want to get my ego. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. When you combine these things together, your thought form and your feeling, your idea and your feeling, when you combine these things together, it creates the ultimate idea thought form. You know what I'm saying? And that thought form comes from a space of where those things come together and create that actual substance. You know what I'm saying? And you can't create that substance without one or the other. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do it one and think you're gonna reach that point of thing you're trying to relate towards. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use both. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I said from the beginning of the if I did say, or if that was my pre-upload, but it's kind of like what you I'm about to say right now is you gotta be a equilibrium. Equilibrium is understanding you're just looking at things from both points of views, broad perspectives, and you're trying to pinpoint of what is making more sense in this allegory, and that allegory, and this allegory, and that allegory. Then you start to pinpoint it together, and then you start to come. Like I said, your spirit is cooking these things. Your spirit is making food, soul food. We eat stars. Our spirit eats stars. Our spirit eats thought forms. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that will help you understand that whatever you're doing, you're you're in the basis of where you're trying to actually get towards an individual goal, and that goal is what you set for yourself. Real shit. And that whatever you set for yourself becomes the goal at the end of the rainbow. So we'll see if you got we'll see on how powerful you are as a spirit. If you created charcoal or if you created gold. Simple as that. You don't go any further than that. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. But yeah, so it's kind of like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like when you understand like the eternal, not internal, eternal is the spirit soul, and the internal is the mind spaceship. You understand that eternal is nothing, no thing. Your eternal is your soul, no thing, spirit, no thing, nothing. Your spirit creates that internal, and that internal becomes that actual we can call it life form, whatever you want to call it, but it's we can call it a spaceship. You know what I'm saying? That mind, that spaceship, the eternal creates that internal spaceship, and that spaceship hovers through it, flies through the existences. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand that, your space floating through each your space your spaceship is what is floating through in different spaces and parameters of different scenarios of different stargates in your life. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what a spaceship is. And understanding that will help you get with the program faster, especially if you know what you're doing. You're a bad motherfucker if you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what you're doing, that's where you can kind of get lost and not understand what is going on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what's going on, then you should never start it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a strong spirit. God only wants a strong spirit. All possibilities only want strong spirits. So, sorry, and sorry, I always cough and shit, and I be like, I don't want to talk about what I be gonna do because I'm going through shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not speaking nothing into existence. But I'm good. Just know I'm good. But anyway, check it out. Shit like that. So it's kind of like once you understand what your what these things are, you understand all these internal things, the mind, the spaceship, light forms, whatever you want to call them, are tools. And as a spirit, you use these tools like a bitch. And when you use these motherfuckers like a bitch, you don't let these motherfuckers use you. You use it. You use them like tools. You know what I'm saying? So don't get lost in the sauce thinking it's something more than what it is. It's just your spirit using these things like like putting them shits together. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, you can also see your mind states, you know what I'm saying, as like in the spiritual realm, like clothing. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're in a certain space as a spirit, your certain mind states become your clothing. You know what I'm saying? In a spiritual realm. So whether you fly with a cape, you fly with a superhero outfit, you fly with a pilot outfit, whatever you flying with, that's your actual that's your actual spaceship. You know what I'm saying? That mind. So whatever your mind becomes your clothes in the spiritual realm. And when you understand that that's why when you're walking with some, not walking with some, when you're coming towards an individual or coming into a presence, into a vibe, you understand that that vibe was created from somewhere, and that somewhere was is from certain other spirits or from a certain individual spirit, and that certain individual spirit creates vibes. So you know what I'm saying? Spirits create vibes. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that, you look at things differently because you start to understand that the vibe you're in is felt. Don't think your vibe is not felt. Your vibe is felt. So whatever you're doing towards the outside, the outside looking in or inside looking out, everything's in reverse. You understand that certain ways on how you come to your conclusions only comes from people having certain vibes. You know what I'm saying? The world was created from a vibration. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that will help you understand what these things are doing. So I say that to say this. When you're creating a certain vibe or when you're walking into a certain vibe, that's why you can be influenced by that vibe, influenced by that vibe, or influenced by that vibe. No puns intended. You know what I'm saying? And once you're influenced by that vibe, you start to play out your scenarios towards that vibe, how that same way is playing out. Now, let's say you're a powerful spirit and you create your own vibe and you come into that place within somebody else's vibe. You know what I'm saying? Now you're in a space of where you got so much. Your spirit is so big. You influence the vibes. So now whatever they're going through, or whatever you're going through, whatever, see what I'm saying? You create the vibe, and that's how you know what I'm saying, do shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the space of where now you're in a space of where you're controlling shit. In the spiritual realm, your spirit is now looking at these things and using this magic wand and pointing at things and doing shit and like you know what I'm saying, doing some mysterious shit. Like I said in my pre-upload, mysterious shit. Your spiritual realm is mysterious. Your spiritual shit, and now it's just doing shit. You know, like it's hard to explain when you, if like words is hard to explain. But if y'all know what I'm trying to say, y'all know. And once you understand that, you know what I'm saying, you start to understand. Man, my hair is all over the place. Once you understand that, you start to understand that certain things in a spiritual realm, like you understand certain things in the spiritual realm, not even that, almost everything in the spiritual realm, everything actually plays first up there. Down here plays second. You know what I'm saying? So we understand in the spiritual realm, everything plays first. You understand that the things that happen down here only happen down here because of what you're going through in the spiritual realm. So let's say you're a depressed spirit and you're always which depressed is actually a synthetic thought, a synthetic mind form. These things aren't being depressed is not a real thing. You know what I'm saying? Masons created that allegory of what the depressed actually means towards individuals, and individuals got lost in that shit, thinking depressed was an actual real thing. But being depressed what depressed actually means is nothing more, nothing less, but when you're thinking too hard and all your thought forms come collide together, and your feelings collide together, and you don't you get trapped in that light. You know what I'm saying? So once you get trapped in that motherfucker, it's hard for you to get out because now you're trapped into under layer on layer on layer, and you don't know how to let these things go through you. You know what I'm saying? You're letting you're actually um not creating new mind states. You're creating old mind states, condensed mind states to come and get trap you into hell. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how we got lost down here. We create this physical body. You know what I'm saying? And we kind of condensed ourselves down here. But when you understand that, excuse me, y'all, I hate lying, but when you get condensed down here and shit like that, well, I kind of lost my point. Condensed down here and shit to come and get trap you into hell. Yeah, and that's kind of how we got lost down here. Yeah. So how we got lost down here is already in the space where we were already in a low space and followed a depressing ass spirit, and we followed this that spirit here and got condensed and created these forms. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that depressed thought form is a synthetic thought form. It was created in the esoteric crack house, in the spiritual realm, in the esoteric crack house, and certain spirits that control that parameter. It sounds crazy. I know it sounds funny, but it's the truth. Certain spirits that control that actual parameter or that space, that actual space in the spiritual realm in Babylon, you know what I'm saying, actually made spirits come towards their esoteric crack house. And here's the thing: the idea of an esoteric crack house is it's supposed to make you feel good, right? But here's the thing: it makes them feel good for that moment when they're in there. But once they leave, they're back depressed, and they wouldn't have even got depressed if they weren't going through certain programs through that esoteric crack house in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? So spirit got so their mind went into a certain train of thinking. They told him, "Hey, come take this pill. Hey, come take this medicine. Hey, come take this synthetic shit, whatever they say, flunked out shit. Come take this shit." And spirits went there. They felt happy inside the house, left feeling even worse, even more depressed. So see how this shit is created, and that's how it's really created. Depression in a nutshell, if that makes sense. I know it sounds crazy, like, yeah, but you gotta understand, this world is spiritual first, then physical. The spiritual realm plays first, then the physical realm plays second. You know what I'm saying? And all possibilities told me that no matter what, you don't get lost in the physical realm. I don't care how crazy or how against the odds it looks like towards you down here. Everything is in reverse. And once you know how to get to that certain state of mind, I'm with you, child. And you got to know how to get there. You got to know how to be there, because that's a real space. And that space, once you're in that mind form, that's space, that's way of thinking. It's like you can't be stopped. Like no matter what, nothing can persuade you or nothing down here, because you're invincible. Once you're inconvincible down here, you're invincible up there. So once you're inconvincible, nothing can direct you towards nothing. Like nothing can steer your path. Up there, you're invincible. So you won't let nobody say shit to you. Up there, no one can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand how it really is, because that's understanding that that's understanding. I for the spider, a little small spider, but that's understanding that you like things like happen. You know what I'm saying? Things happen for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you got to know how to see shit, because these things play out in reality if you don't know how to look at these things properly. You know what I'm saying? And these things, like, once you know how to look at these things properly, it's like now you're more you're it's like you're powering up every single time in life. It's like, Goku turns Super Saiyan, or what I'm saying, shit like that. It's like you're a Super Saiyan, majestic, mysterious, mastic, mental pilot, superhero. Up there, you're like all the abilities come in one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying. So the spiritual realm is deep. You know what I'm saying. Spiritual realm is deep, but once you know your power, you a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, you a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying. So you just get with the program, understand yourself, know thyself. You know what I'm saying. You got to know thyself, because if you don't know thyself, you'll be lost in a world full of vampires. And but I said that one song, what do you know? In a world full of I said, in a world full of vampires, better get your wooden stake. Like, who do you ask? Who do you ask? Who do you ask? We just living in the moment. Yeah, my space, I'm finna invade, right? Yeah, my space, I'm finna invade, right? RITE. Yeah, my space, I'm finna invade, right? And lefts. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand that part. You know what I'm saying? You're spiritual, but y'all don't understand that part. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. I be saying right. Like, let me not get too deep in my mind. You know what I'm saying? I got Mercury in Taurus. So I'm stuck and stable in the way I think. Like, I don't care, even if I appear wrong. I don't want it to be seen as wrong. I'm like, nah, nigga, this is making sense in my mind. So I don't give a fuck what individuals are saying. In my mind, this is making all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Mercury and Tauruses out there. You know, some real shit. But yeah, real spill, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get hit with the we gotta get with the program. You know what I'm saying? Now we can't get lost in this motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And also another thing for y'all to 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 get aware of is understanding that spiritual planet fitness. You know what I'm saying? We understand spiritual planet fitness. When you exercise your mind states, your mentalities, you, like I said, it's kind of bringing me to my point where I told you how becoming that super angelic, super saiyan power up ability up in the spiritual realm. When you're in spiritual planet fitness, you're in a space of where your mind states, your feelings, you're pumping them up, you're pumping iron. So now you're creating better thought forms, better feelings. So no matter what is going on in the 3D, nothing can steer you towards what is actually going on in this physical and the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? And in the physical realm, it'll play out like you got shit under control and shit like that, because you really do in the spiritual realm, and that's how it is up there, as in heaven, as in heaven, as on earth, whatever they say, as as in heaven, as in earth. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. As in heaven, as above, as below. Whatever. Fuck all that shit. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, all that shit makes Sonic anyway. But yeah, real shit. You know what I'm saying? So for 2 more minutes in the motherfucker. This will be a quick live stream, but I went for 30 minutes. Holy shit. I was gonna go for like 10 minutes just to talk about not preaching out your feelings and preach out your ideas. But see, that spirit hit me. I was like, because like I said, I was gonna make a pre-upload about it, but my phone, I had no storage. So I told myself, fuck it, let me go live and make this quick shit. And that video's supposed to be like 10, 15 minutes. But fuck it. You know what I'm saying? We're in different abilities now. We're in different spiritual ways of thinking and feeling. You know what I'm saying? So this is, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this helps y'all. Hopefully whoever's here watching, hopefully this helps y'all. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And the spiritual realm is deep. You know what I'm saying? And understanding that We all spirits have the all the spirits have the ability to change. You look at you once you know how to look at the right spirits in the spirits realm, you'll see that certain spirits are in the space of where they want to change too, but they're just waiting for you to be aware of them, or being to be able to perceive them. You know what I'm saying? So understanding that, you'll understand that certain ways on why certain spirits come to certain conclusions, you'll start to understand, okay, and it makes sense. And I don't blame them, you know what I'm saying? Real shit, because like if I was in that space, I'm not gonna speak on that, but if I was in that space, I'd kind of understand where shit is coming from too. So I don't want to. That's why I'm not a spiritual hater at certain aspects in life. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. And Jet Spark Star Pilot, and we out in this motherfucker.